In this episode, we're tearing down the Cyclone 2X600 engine. There's been a huge demand to see a teardown of this bike. So, I did my best to get one for you guys. The exterior finish actually feels quite good. What do you think? Well, my opinion isn't the final word. The price wars of 2024 pretty much started with this bike. I never thought they could pull it off. At a price point of around 20,000 renminbi. Now, let's take a look at the clutch. The brand is FCC from Japan, manufactured in India. At this price, I expected a generic domestic clutch. The clutch plates are paper-based. No need to say much here. Everyone talks about how good this clutch is. First of all, FCC clutches are definitely not cheap. The oil pump chain is from Sunstar. Now, let's start removing the cylinder head. As you can see, the engine block looks very similar to the Honda 500. You could even say they look identical. But the design of the cylinder head is completely different. It doesn't use rocker arms. The camshaft has 4 lobes. The Honda CB500 uses rocker arms. And its camshaft only has 2 lobes. With rocker arms, you don't need tappets. But this Cyclone engine uses tappets, lifters. The camshaft bearing caps are also different. This one is a one-piece design. The Honda CB500 uses split caps. The head is so modified that even its mother wouldn't recognize it. Alright, let's look at the camshafts. The camshafts are another pleasant surprise. Alloy steel with oxidation treatment. The supplier informed me they are made of 42 CRMO steel. Using this material for a 20,000 renminbi bike is impressive. Isn't that a surprise? Other engines in the same class really don't have camshafts this good. Even the Honda CB500 uses nodular cast iron. As for the valve tappets, they even have DLC, diamond-like carbon, coating. Looking back at the Honda CB500, doesn't this head look completely superior? Usually, basic tappets don't require special coating, but they included it anyway. Let's keep digging to see if there are more surprises. I'm not just hyping it up. I can only report on what the manufacturer actually uses. I can't just make things up, right? The valves are from Dadong. The material doesn't change just because I say so. It is what it is. Some of you might recognize this. Look at the cylinder. Another surprise. It's a ceramic plated cylinder. This cylinder looks very familiar. I saw it before at Chaoyang Cylinders in Jiangmen. I even filmed a video there. Look at the info on the right. December 27, 2023. The RA600 was released around January 11th, right? I was curious back then. I asked the people at Chaoyang Cylinders, what kind of cylinder is this? They were all secretive about it. Can't say. Well, look at you now. I've already taken the engine apart. A quick message to Chaoyang Cylinders. Whatever you haven't come clean about, you might as well tell me now. I'll find out sooner or later anyway. Look at this ceramic plated cylinder. Not only is it wear resistant, but it also dissipates heat well. It looks beautiful under the light. Let's look at the pistons. The pistons are not forged. The skirts have a molybdenum disulfide coating. The crowns have undergone micro-arc oxidation. These are decent pistons. Let me clean the skirt. The micro-arc oxidation is more visible now. Now for the piston rings. They are PVD-coated rings from Dongya. It's a bit hard to film. You can just barely see it. Let me explain the structure here. This engine block really does look like the Honda 500. Specifically, the lower crankcase area. However, it features a separate cylinder block. The cylinders can be removed individually. On the Honda 500, the cylinders and upper crankcase are a single casting. And the cylinder head is entirely different. It's as if the entire valve train system was redesigned. At this point, I just want to say, Cyclone, you've gone crazy. These specs for just 20,000 renminbi? I get that you want to crush the competition. But you guys also have the 400 one, right? What's the plan? Stop selling the 400 one? Or is the 400 one going to join the price war too? To be honest, when I first got this machine, I expected the materials to be similar to other 500 cubic centimeters competitors. Frankly, I'm surprised. Usually, when you slash the price, you also cut back on specs. Look at what Cyclone is doing here. What do you make of it? Check out these connecting rod bearings. The shells are fully engraved. They are copper-based bearings. Let's lift out the crankshaft. Look at the crankshaft forging marks. See this? The wide, raised flash lines. Confirmed, it's a forged crankshaft. And the timing chain. It's from DID Japan. Well, Cyclone, huh? They really know what matters to owners. Look at the main bearings. The main bearings are also engraved shells. This is the balancer shaft. It uses scissor gears, staggered gears. Look at the bearings. They seem to prefer original brand names. This bearing is from NSK. The balancer shaft bearings are TPI bearings from Taiwan. And the main shaft bearings are also TPI. Alright, teardown complete. Let's summarize. For a 20,000 renminbi price tag, the big surprises are the alloy steel, oxidation-treated camshafts, the DID timing chain, the ceramic-plated cylinders, and the DLC coating on the valve tappets, plus the FCC clutch. Are there any downsides? The engine feels a bit heavy. Since I haven't ridden this bike yet. If you want to know about other flaws, we'll have to wait for feedback from actual owners. Alright, thanks for watching. That's all for this episode.